Hey there guys, this is Dave from DC On Screen. I just wanted to let you know that DC On Screen is now officially a part of the 11th Annual People's Podcast Awards. If you would like to vote for DC On Screen, go to podcastawards.com, scroll to the bottom, and write us in on the TV and film ballot on the right-hand side. Then, on the left-hand side, put your name, your email address, then submit. Importantly, you can nominate up to 20 shows for different categories, but you could submit the nomination form only one time. Make sure you nominate all your favorite shows in their respective category. Once you hit submit, that's it. You're done for 2016. Can't go back, can't do it again. Settle in now for a brand new episode of DC On Screen. Welcome in to DC On Screen, a podcast about the DC Universe properties being brought to the big and small screen. This is episode 163. It is our weekly news episode. If it's been officially released, it may be spoiled. I am your host, David C. Robertson. This is my co-host, Jason Goss.
Hiya.
Howdy, Jason.
Howdy.
How's your week going, buddy?
It's 7 days long.
Oh, you Weisenheimer. Yeah. So, you just want to jump right into it then?
Of course I do.
We got a lot of news.
Knock it out.
First up, Honest Trailers. Are you familiar with Honest Trailers?
Yes.
All right, they did like a whole voting thing. They finally did a Superman Returns Honest Trailer.
Nice.
I will be providing a link to the video. Couple of great lines that I thought you would enjoy from this Honest Trailer. Before the balls to the wall mayhem of Man of Steel, but before the balls to the wall nonsense of Superman 4. But after the balls to the wall nonsense of Superman 4, there was the balls to the wall boredom of Superman Returns.
Oh, yeah.
Also, in a film where Superman saves tons of people but still has time to be a boring, mopey dick. See, Zach, you can have it both ways.
Oh.
It made me laugh, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good trailer. It was funny. So we'll jump over into Batman v Superman news. There's not a lot left.
No, we're finally kind of getting to, like, if we had such a thing as a news cycle, I feel like we're near the end.
Yeah. Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice has officially beaten Iron Man.
Iron Man proper? Won?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got 319.5 million, just above the 318.4 million domestic that Iron Man made.
Nice.
I got this from MovieWeb.com. I'll provide a link, of course. The article said, if Batman v Superman was in the Marvel Cinematic Universe's current domestic tally, would make it the 5th highest grossing movie in the franchise, behind Guardians of the Galaxy, Iron Man 3, Avengers: Age of Ultron, and The Avengers. That does put it worldwide at 851,583,636.
That's decent company. Was that this week? Because I think you quoted something like the 850 figure last week.
I don't know. I don't know what I quoted last week. I just go to Box Office Mojo and look at the world.
And see what's happening. See what's going on. Okay. Mm-hmm. I got you. I mean, I would love to be able to offer more to that, but I haven't had time to look it up.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had much time myself. So we're getting down to some nitty-gritty stuff with Batman v Superman, like the Mattel Multiverse line. I'm sure you guys, if any of you guys out there, I'll try to keep it quick. If you don't collect action figures, I'm sorry. The Mattel Multiverse line, these are figures, 6-inch figures that have multiple points of articulation. The Batman v Superman Multiverse line, though, has this like collect and connect feature where you like collect all the figures, and it comes with a piece. Usually of a larger figure that's bigger than the 6-inch line. In this case, it is Batman's grapnel blaster, which looks awesome.
Yep.
And they've had this one character that was a mystery character. They finally revealed it. They released it to actionfigureinsider.com. It is the Bat creature from that bust out of Martha Wayne's tomb in one of Bruce Wayne's dream sequences. So I don't. It's pretty fully designed, so I'm guessing that creature was. Maybe that creature showed up a little more in the 3 hour cut, 3 or 4 hour cut, whichever it was.
It seems like it, because that's one of the scenes that I mean,
probably shouldn't have been in the movie.
It could have been cut. It didn't really.
It could have been.
It was fine. I had nothing against it, but if you're really pressing me for time, yeah, it could have gone. It didn't serve any purpose within this cut of the movie. So. Other than to give him a reason to wake up and drink wine, and Alfred have a. That's probably why they kept it. Honestly, is there's a conversation with Alfred about the wine cellar.
Yeah, you know what they should have done instead of the bat creature is have like sort of a I don't know, ethereal version of Batman, like sort of just like a light behind the silhouette, like floating above in dream sequence, like talking to Bruce, like diminishing him, because that's source material precedent, man.
Yeah,
that's split personality.
Dark Knight Returns. Is that what you're going for?
Actually, no. It was from the Bruce. Well, sort of. They just had like the monologue box in Dark Knight Returns, but in when Bruce Wayne was thought to have murdered, I think Vesper Fairchild. It was like the Bruce Wayne murderer storyline. Mm-hmm. Like he basically like does away with Bruce Wayne, like has Bruce Wayne flee the country, and he's just like overjoyed with this as much as Batman can be because it means that he can be Batman fully now. Like Bruce Wayne is dead, I am Batman. And like he's got this like ethereal like Batman silhouette, like cape and cowl, and like shrouded in darkness with a light behind it, like talking to him and being like, I don't know, you probably did kill her, but you're Batman now, so no need to be Bruce Wayne.
Who the hell cares what Bruce Wayne did?
He probably didn't say that. He probably did it, but he was like, whatever. Bruce Wayne was a shell. It was a, it was a fake persona anyway.
Right.
It was pretty interesting. But that could have been cool. Anyway,
falls under recommended reading, I suppose.
It is recommended reading. I would recommend it. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, the tech manual has come out and it's showcased a bunch of different things. Close-up looks at weapons, Batman's cowl, a number of the different bat symbols that Zack Snyder, over 30 apparently bat symbols that Zack Snyder had made up, in the course of making the film.
Yeah.
Just to see what they wanted to go with. It looks like it's pretty cool. I might actually wind up getting this book. Everyone online is kind of jumping on this thing going like, look, Robin was a murderer too. Because it showcases this halberd weapon that's sort of like, it's a two-handed like battle axe. There's no way you could use this thing without eviscerating someone.
So he was cutting mofos.
I guess so. But, that's not canon because it didn't make it to the movie. So, hopefully he understands fan reactions and just kind of like never plays that up.
And just knowing Snyder, he may have put that in the book specifically to troll anyone by that point.
He may have. Next to the designs in the book, it says Robin's Robin's desecrated suit stands as a reminder for Batman of just what's at stake when he fails to get the better of the criminals he spends his life trying to bring to justice. This idea also fed through into Robin's weapon. Originally designed and constructed as a complete item, as filming drew closer, the director decided to feature it as a broken artifact instead. That was Zack saying, look, maybe we should just make it look like it's been broken and smashed, says prop master Doug Harlocker, so we deconstructed it in order to film it. I think that was probably Zack going, no, that looks too brutal. We should maybe not make it look like he was running around with a battle axe.
And also, it makes for a better scene, too. You can see, you can imagine Robin fighting for his life and just his weapons failing him,
Right.
If that's how that went down.
If he has a battle axe, you kind of start sympathizing with the Joker. You're like,
I don't know if a crowbar was enough to bring to that battle. Yeah.
He had a crowbar.
But it was a long crowbar.
Jason had a battle axe.
It was a very rusty crowbar.
Yeah, no.
Might have gotten tetanus.
But details have also emerged on Wonder Woman's sword. There's an eagle theme that Zack Snyder was really playing with a lot. Mm-hmm. And they also, apparently Zack Snyder and Doug Harlocker got together with a linguist and they came up with a new language so they could inscribe a phrase from Joseph Campbell's book, Goddesses, Mystery of the Feminine Divine. into the blade. And when it translated, the quote is, "Life is killing all the time, and so the goddess kills herself in the sacrifice of her own animal."
Okay.
So, yeah, one of the articles I read about this said, "Oh, and Batman's suit has brass knuckles built into the gloves. If he's not gunning you down, he's giving you a gnarly concussion."
That is beyond precedented, man. That's basically canon. Those things are, his gauntlets are reinforced. That has been well established.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't just hit you with the power of like a dude hitting you. It hurts.
So I'm going to go back to action figures really quick. Metacom is going to be producing, they do the MAFEX figures, which are like 6-inch tall figures with like different heads and different hands and stuff. Mm-hmm. They're really badass. I really dig them. I've got one of their Jokers sitting on my desk right here. They are producing the new they have a new Jared Leto. Jared Leto.
You can do
Joker figure. I know. He's got the purple duster. He's got the the cane.
They put him in the pimp outfit from the. What were they doing? Empire? Was it Empire magazine that was doing those covers?
Yeah, I mean he's got that in the movie though too.
Oh yeah, no, I just trying to remember that magazine. It was a great shot of him.
It says it looks like he hasn't changed out of his Arkham Asylum scrubs, or maybe he just never does. I saw pictures of this thing. It looks amazing. This is going to be a part of my collection at some point. I above all, like if there's like a line that comes out that I just like I don't really care about, I'm probably not going to buy any of it unless it has a Joker figure, in which case I always go, but my Joker collection.
It will be left wanting.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't my favorite version of the character, but I've got like a 12-inch Heath Ledger Joker.
Yeah.
It's all the 6-inch versions of them didn't look
Ledger
great.
Too.
Yeah. So I mean, even the Batman animated series, that little 5-season thing they did. Mm-hmm. I mean, with like Rastafarian / multicolored straitjacket Joker. Mm-hmm. That was voiced by who was it? Kevin Michael Richards. Anyway,
I think so. Then there's a real dark spot where, of all people, John DiMaggio I think did a version of the character that I loved.
That was
him.
Under the Red Hood.
Yeah,
that was the Under the Red Hood movie.
I can't remember if that was the one where I didn't like how it was drawn, but I loved the voice.
I think it was. Yeah.
They started trying to save money on the Joker's face, frankly. So he turned into some sort of beetle creature in the. Well, I'm talking about the actual TAS.
Oh no. Yeah, that wasn't.
Then it kept evolving.
The beetle creature
from there.
was. Yeah, the beetle creature was TAS, and then they kind of went back to like a combination of the beetle version that was very streamlined, but also like the original BTAS. That was in BTAS straight up. Like the John DiMaggio Joker from Under the Red Hood was actually way more intricate than any of them.
Really? Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Nah, it's been too long. I gotta watch that anyway.
More of a lantern jaw. Anyway, they're also going to release the same company is also releasing a Knightmare Batman that just looks badass. He's got all like the weapons and stuff from the dream sequence. He's got the little goggles that will actually come down over the head. He's got like
his duster and all that.
Everything. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah,
I want it so bad. Anyway, over to Suicide Squad using the Leto Joker as the jumping point. I guess the segue point.
Yeah,
there is a new Suicide Squad photo of Deadshot and Harley Quinn. She's kind of giving him a flirty little smile. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't know. Other people are saying it's a devilish smile. I don't think those two are dissimilar when it comes to Harley.
I think she would describe it as a vexing smile.
Karen Fukuhara is talking about Katana in Suicide Squad as the actress who's playing her. She says she's very loyal to Amanda Waller and Rick Flag. She works under them and keeps a rowdy bunch in line. She's a protector and a fierce warrior. She also speaks to her powers in the movie. She says she has her husband's soul in her sword, and I got to talk to Maceo throughout the film. And yes, of course that's in the film. So you'll have to wait and see how much of that plays into the movie.
Awesome.
More Suicide Squad news. This is going to be the one that we're talking about a lot now because this is about to come out.
Run it.
Leto and Robbie are talking about Joker and Harley. First up, Jared Leto. He says it was a conscious decision between him and his team and the team there at the movie to give him a new direction. He says, we walked in a completely new direction. I think we knew that we had to do that. It was important to do that. When the Joker has been done and done so well, it gives you a bit of an indication of where you shouldn't go. There's a bit of a map there. That's the good part about it. He says it was, quite an honor to play the character that so many have played. And he says, I'm just the latest in the long list of people who have redefined and reinvented this character. The actors, the voice actors, the television series, the writers, the artists, and the fans. People have taken the Joker and reinvented and redefined for 75 years. It is really special to be asked to do that.
I like how much he likes this character.
He says that he researched other possible ways on how he can rival Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson's portrayal of the Joker. He apparently actually also went and met with real psychopaths and talked to their psychiatrists so he could better immerse himself into the Joker. He says he met with criminals who have done heinous crimes.
Yeah.
He says the Joker's final look, they were looking at a lot of the source material and mixing and matching. He says the final look, the silver teeth and the green hair, were all results of his collaboration with Ayer. The tattoos were solely David Ayer's idea, so we know who to blame for the tats. That and Frank Miller. I don't know.
So far, the tats, I was off-put at first, and right now I'm so happy with what I've been hearing from Leto that I kind of don't care about him anymore. Mm-hmm. Not even damaged at this point. Not even damaged. Really, I don't give a damn. Let's do this.
Yeah. So as far as Robbie though, the article says the idea was to take Joker in all new direction, to have his girlfriend and hitchwoman Harley Quinn by his side. Robbie, playing the role of Quinn, also explained her research process for adding depth to the character. She says, I did a lot of research on mental illness and codependency. I was trying to access a way into understanding why she's so in love with the Joker. I kind of decided that she's codependent on him. Now that I've done the research, I realize that that's more of an addiction than an illness.
That's not inaccurate, actually.
Yeah. They're saying all the right things for me at this point.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited. David Ayer has new comments about Suicide Squad and Jared Leto. He says, it's tough directing the Joker because the Joker's going to do what the Joker does. You can steer the Joker, but, Leto showed up and he was the Joker. That was the easy part. He did a lot of work on that character. You got to be respectful. 75 years of pop culture, the most well-known villain in modern fiction, is a scary job to tackle, and he killed it.
That's nice to hear.
He also talked about the Suicide Squad coming together as a family. He says it's got a lot of soul, it's fun, it's funny, but at the end of the day, it's really about the journey these characters take together. They start out separate, and they grow into a family, and they discover that together, as a family, they can do anything.
Cool. Have they?
Yeah.
Forgive me. Have they confirmed Suicide Squad 2, or is that just a thing we're sure is going to happen?
I don't think it's been confirmed, no.
I don't remember it actually being confirmed, but I felt I should just ask. But, oh, come on. Got to happen, right?
Yeah.
You're going to get all the growth in this movie, and then probably the second movie, like all team bonding movies, you'll get the dissidence in the next one, right? Will they break up?
Right. I don't know. I kind of don't want them to be like a family necessarily. I can see what I kind of have a version of that in my head that would work, that I want to work. Mm-hmm. And then I want it to I want about half of them to want to kill each other to really be like a real family. I don't know. I think there's a way to do it, and I hope they nail it. I really do.
So far, the thing looks great. So.
Mm-hmm. And apparently, someone on the internet pointed out, and I had to go back and look, and it looks like it. But someone on the internet pointed out that in the courtyard scene in the Suicide Squad trailer, when you see Harley's trunk, you can see an outfit laying on the ground, and it is the court jester suit.
Oh, that's good. And they had that. They tried that suit on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she said that they tried every suit.
In pre-production, they pretty much fabricated everything she's ever been in and just had her hang out in it for a second. Mm-hmm. I'd love to see that. It's just a tiny little nod as a discarded item. I'll do this instead.
Yeah. I'm also going to post this in the show notes. Someone made a trailer of the Suicide Squad with the Friends opening credits. So it's pretty well done, man. How much can you talk about it? But it was really well done. It looked good.
Somebody put some love into that at least, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh man. So on over to Wonder Woman. Apparently,
I love that she's going to be a segment now that we can start doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Which now is like Wonder Woman right now is where we were when we started this show a year ago.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman is at the point Suicide Squad was. Where like all we keep getting set pics and set videos and stuff.
Right.
So first up though, Gal Gadot put up a picture on her Instagram account that featured Connie Nielsen, boxer Ann Wolfe, and also Victoria's Secret model Doutzen Kroos. And she referred to them as her Amazonian sisters. To my knowledge, this is the first time we've talked about Doutzen Kroos being a part of this movie, so I don't know who that person is.
Not a clue.
But, I mean, she looks like she's an Amazon, like an Amazonian, so whatever.
Sounds right. Let's do it.
Yeah. There are Wonder Woman set videos. It looks like sort of an Amazonian marketplace or something. Yeah, it's being shot in Matera, Italy, with that location standing in for the island of Themyscira.
Right.
So there's not a lot to talk about. I mean, there's a lot of people, a lot of them wearing Amazonian dresses and stuff, and armor and whatnot, walking around. I don't know.
If you remember, though, we actually had to do a thing at some point where we're like, look, we're going to call a moratorium on Suicide Squad set pics. We're just going to we're going to call it. We can't talk about every one. There's a flood. I am proud of them, though. With all the leaks, there was a moment where I was, really, it was not even a moment, a building set of weeks where I was worried that they were going to release so many damn pictures that I was going to be able to, like, splice the film together my damn self. And, Ayer and Co. have done a pretty good job of making sure that's not possible.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, we'll probably hit that wall with Wonder Woman soon, because a lot of things have just been coming out. A lot of pictures of Connie Nielsen on a horse. That's great. I don't know what to do with it, though.
Right.
So yeah, as production really, I guess, winds down.
I mean, they've been in production for a damn minute.
For a while.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so next news bit: none of Fox's movies over the next 2 years will be made by a female director. Has nothing to do with this show, but I saw the Tech Insider headline. Thought someone should know. Plus, it was nice to hear crap about someone other than Warner Brothers. It's like, Fox is in trouble now. Good.
I don't want to.
Good.
I really don't want to discount your point, just because someone else is in trouble in general. But I mean, Marvel just apparently spotted Nathan Fillion on set for Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So I
know
that undoes any kind of problems I have with it. I don't know, dude. It's at this point. I don't know how far they could go before they made me mad.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, The Flash have apparently set their sights on a supporting cast. This is rumor, but it is a rumor from Heroic Hollywood and Humberto Gonzalez, so those usually turn out to be completely
You have at
true.
this point graded him as pretty damn good rumor material.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, this is just how they announce things now from the studios. They just tell him, I don't know.
Right.
Like, look, we can't officially say anything yet because people don't want us to, but go ahead and leak this out.
I just think he's got a secretary somewhere that sends him copies of memos.
Yeah, I don't know how he knows all this crap, but he's usually right, so anyway.
I want her contact information, though, buddy.
Yeah. But he says that Warner Brothers is looking for actors to fill the roles of 5 comic book characters from The Flash. Barry Allen's love interest, Iris West.
Yay.
Eobard Thawne,
Yay!
a.k.a. Reverse Flash. Barry's closest friend, Detective Fred Shire.
All right.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, sure.
Who's reportedly investigating an unusual death at Thawne Laboratories.
Okay.
Lynn Snart, a.k.a. Captain Cold, and Jay Garrick, who supposedly just has a cameo appearance.
Oh, still.
Yeah.
Oh.
And, here's the thing. I heard about this, too. Apparently there's a rumor that they're maybe talking to Emma Watson about being Iris.
Cool.
Which would be, interesting in that they're going away from the New 52.
Yeah, but DC itself is going away from the New 52.
God, wouldn't that be wonderful if they just did? Like,
I mean, we have officially decided that, how to put it earlier, that the New 52 is not source material, it is precedented only. So if something happened in the New 52 You can pull from it if you want to, but we're all going to have to kind of admit that it's probably not like what's going to... I think in the years to come, when we look back in 15 years, there's only going to be a few things out of New 52 that really, like, stuck.
Well, really, with as many times as DC has rebooted, all of the comics, really, are precedent and source, but not source at all.
Right.
Like, it's just loose.
It is.
Thanks,
it
Dan.
is. It's.
Thanks for that.
Thanks for giving us that term.
It's not Dan's fault.
No,
though. It was before him.
He. I almost feel. I do feel bad. We've been down on him for even inventing such a thing as convergence and the loose continuity theory. But, you know, I mean, what the hell? What could he do? I don't know.
Yeah.
Uphill battle. I feel him.
So on over to the Justice League. J.K. Simmons, this just dropped. He says his role in Justice League will be very small.
Aw.
I know. But then again, the whole time I was like, J.K. Simmons, why would you hire J.K. Simmons as Commissioner frickin' Gordon if you were going to put him in Justice League? How is he going to fill a role in Justice League? Justice League is going to be all these other people.
Yeah,
like,
Justice League is,
what room
is
will there be?
A planetary concern. What is the Commissioner of Gotham?
But they're setting up the universe.
I know.
Do you really cast J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon if you're not planning a Batman solo movie? I mean, we know they are now because they've announced it. But,
yeah.
Oh, let's do that.
All the pieces.
So Willem Dafoe was cast in Justice League Part 1. And apparently he's not going to be a bad guy.
And that is the strangest piece of news so far this week.
Yeah. Some people have said that
that guy's eyes
Dr. Fate.
Just reek bad guy. I mean, he's got them crazy eyes.
Really
right?
creepy good guy.
Sure.
Really creepy good guy.
Yeah, but
there's been a lot of rumors, a lot of conjecture. Nothing even like substantial as far as rumors go. Like not even like any of the rumor mills that are actually like pretty solid are saying anything. But I did see someone reposted a theory on Twitter with all caps, "No, please God, no." And it was a picture of Hal Jordan as Parallax next to Willem Dafoe.
Oh, God.
And part of me went, I agree. I hope that's not true. But then, like, this other part of me who was, like, all really into Final Night and shit was like, oh, that would be so cool.
There's got to be one party that's like, well, it's William Dafoe. Whatever you give him, he'll make it work. But
Willem Dafoe. My top choices for Willem Dafoe at this point would, I mean,
you said Dr. Fate. That
Dr. Fate
sure won't hurt my damn feelings.
I've heard that.
Still got blue balls from watching Constantine about Dr. Fate.
Oh, gosh, yeah. So I would I'd be perfectly willing to watch him. I mean, I'm going to watch him do whatever, but
sure, you're going to watch him do whatever the fuck he ends up doing because.
Right.
We'd buy tickets.
And it's Justice League, and
we'd already have tickets if they were for sale.
I would like to see him play Deadman, though.
Oh, that would be nice. I always thought of Deadman as a little younger, though. I mean, he died in his acrobatic prime.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't have to have. He's dead. He looks all shriveled and wrinkled like Willem Dafoe now.
That's a good point.
So,
hey, dying will age you.
Say, though.
Sorry, don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, dying will age you.
Screw you, Casper. Unrealistic.
No, he doesn't look. If you look hard at Casper next time, or go find a picture of him, he doesn't really look like a kid so much as he looks like a little fat old accountant.
He looks like a sweat drop of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
He looks like what's his face from the dad from 8 is Enough.
Right.
Anyway.
We're going to have fun speculating about Willem Dafoe over the next several months before they tell us something.
Yeah. Oh, hey. So, another big rumor that, again, from a really credible source, Latino Review is reporting on the Green Lantern Corps movie that they're going to do 3 Earth Lanterns, saying that Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, and Kyle Rayner will be in the film.
I want my Kyle. I want my Kyle Rayner.
I know you do, buddy. And they're saying that the studio is looking for someone in the age range of Matt Damon. to play Hal Jordan.
All right. Why say age range when you really just want to grab Matt Damon? But okay. I'll let you pretend to be coy.
Right. I got an idea.
You think Matt Damon has the... do you think there's any damn reason he doesn't read this press release and go, oh, like me? Are you fucking like me?
Right.
What?
Right.
Why do I not have a received phone call from you on my phone right now?
I don't know. Matt Damon is kind of the... I'm not going to play a superhero.
You're the Bourne Identity, you bastard. You've already done half that. You're fine.
I'm Jason Bourne. I could be Batman. No, you can't. No, you can't. So anyway, on to some Shazam news.
Oh.
Yeah. This came out last week, and I didn't mention it because it was just, scuttlebutt. But, The Rock, The Rock. He's been cast as Black Adam. Pretty much the only thing we know about this movie is that The Rock is Black Adam.
Right. And there was, wasn't there a time where the studio, I don't know, it was another rumor, but the way it sounded was like the studio offered him, hey, which one of the roles do you want?
Yeah.
We want you in this movie.
Yeah. That is what happened. And he
coming out as
Black Adam, which I don't blame him. He looks like Black Adam.
Oh, yeah, he does. You get those sideburns down and we're done, motherfucker. You got this.
He's been showing up on social media wearing Superman shirts. Then he was on MTV Movie Awards wearing a Superman outfit, a Superman costume. Then he showed up wearing a Black Adam shirt afterward.
Nice.
And did like a Instagram thing going like, Black Adam is coming and it won't happen in the first movie, but he's gonna fight Superman. He's got a throwdown coming. Blah blah blah. Like,
every time I've ever read it, it's a great fight.
Yeah, I mean, The Rock is just all about it, even though there's no news. Turns out, though, Warner Brothers is still waiting on a script. So
I wouldn't put it past him, though, to try to get a hype going. No, I want to fight Superman. How do I make this happen? All right, publicist, come here. I have a plan.
No, there's not even a publicist thing going on here.
I'm sure he has a publicist.
Yeah,
that's a good point. Does he need one?
Yeah, I'm sure.
No one doesn't know about him.
I'm sure he has one.
Yeah.
But there are two people on this earth who just petition for themselves like no one else. That is The Rock and Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel got a Riddick movie made on the sheer momentum of getting his Facebook fans riled up when he told them that there was news and there wasn't.
Well done.
Something to expect a Riddick thing, and everyone flipped their shit and convinced the studio to make it, and then it was awful, and no one bought it.
Yeah, I'll never watch that, but good for him.
Looks like he's probably got to do it again. I mean, this is how he got in the Marvel movies. Man.
Yeah.
But hey, I guess The Rock is trying the same thing, and he's really good at that crap. So whatever, man.
I'm already sold.
More power.
I don't care if that's true or not. I want to see Black Adam fight Superman. Sounds fucking great.
Me too. If that keeps a third San Andreas movie from happening, I'm all
absolutely.
Guys,
more
earthquakes.
Look, the the sequel to San Andreas just should have been Arizona Bay.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway.
Oh man, you ready to jump over to TV?
Of course I am.
Cool. So the dreaded Krypton prequel series from David S. Goyer has gotten a pilot order from Sci-Fi.
God. Okay.
Yeah. And apparently
that really is I feel like you just told me that the interest rate on my mortgage was going up.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, I feel like, on top of Lucifer getting renewed and our bail officially being denied.
Yeah, I
kind of feel like I just found out that we were accused of shanking a guy and now we're going into solitary confinement.
Right. I don't get me wrong, man. It's any material attached to Superman, there's going to be a small amount of hope no matter what I do, but it's hard. It's hard.
So apparently the Krypton series will be set during the time of Superman's grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but it is. The storyline will be centered around Superman's grandfather, as he fights to redeem the House of L's honor and save his world from utter chaos. Well, we know how that works.
I mean,
you know how that turns out. I don't really care.
No,
I don't want to know. I don't want to see that.
It's kind of, like we said, it's hard to create a series where there's tension and build up, and something you're like desperate to tune into when at the end of the series everyone blows up.
Well, it's like, oh, okay, well, a century after or 2 centuries or whatever after the show, Krypton explodes. Okay. Well, what about that honor storyline? I mean, their generations retain enough honor that Jor-El's still kind of a big man on campus. So, I don't know. Anyway, so
the
executive
we'll deal with that when it comes.
The executive producers will be Damian Kindler of Sleepy Hollow and Cole McCarthy of Peaky Blinders.
That's actually not bad.
And Colm is going to direct the pilot.
All right.
So
that's decent. That's decent pedigree. Peaky Blinders is kind of clever, kind of killing it over there. And Sleepy Hollow has really had its moments from here, time to time. It's fallen off.
Yeah, but Sleepy Hollow, that was a show I gave up on.
Yeah, I gave up on it too. But for a second, it was actually kind of fun.
I don't know, spoilers for Sleepy Hollow. They killed off a main character, and people were flipping out and threatening to never watch the show again. So.
Does that happen recently? I haven't kept up in a long time.
Yeah, you want me to tell you who it was?
Yes.
The main girl. I don't remember her name.
Oh, Ichabod's wife?
No. The
detective?
The cop. Yeah. What's her face?
Or, no, she was an FBI agent, I think, last time I saw her. I lost track. They killed her?
Abby? Yeah, they killed her off.
Holy shit. That actually might be a good show again now. They kind of needed to grab a good deep pull. And
the critics have... apparently the fans have flipped out, and the critics have said it was a last desperate attempt to revive a shitty show.
That's my first guess, yeah.
And as much
your ratings were just in the toilet, so
yeah, I mean, but based on this BVS debacle, I kind of want to go, maybe they're wrong. Yeah, maybe it became good. I'm not willing to go back and watch it to find out.
I'm not even being hateful here. I'm really not. I actually enjoyed Sleepy Hollow as long as I've watched it, and I swear I'm probably only 7 episodes behind what you're talking about. I'm close. I could probably do this. I don't have time. I literally do not have time. Either.
We got a damn Krypton pilot now coming.
I need to sleep at some point.
Yeah, and I mean, look, I gave up on Sleepy Hollow before we ever started doing this podcast.
I was hanging in there
because
it was my laundry show.
There was a week. There was a week where I was just all the shows came back. I was like, okay, I'll give you a couple of episodes. There were a few shows like that.
Yeah.
And most of them got thrown out. It was like, no, I'm sorry, Blacklist. You failed me. I'm sorry, Sleepy Hollow. You go in the trash too. I can't handle. Those were 2 of the ones. And I don't mention more because I can't remember what they were. I don't know.
For me, it was Sleepy Hollow and Grimm.
Oh, I didn't watch Grimm.
I actually have liked it from time to time, but it's...
I could hear dialogue from Grimm, seeping out of your room, and I just thought, oh, God help me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like hearing your parents have sex. The same feeling of shame. It was like, what is happening? Jason's a good writer. He enjoys good writing. He reads Nero Wolf, for God's sake. No part of him should be listening to that. Anyway.
Look, I'm sure people can relate to this. There are just shows that are just interesting enough that you can have on in the background.
Right.
And still be doing, I just called them laundry shows. I think that...
And hey, to any actual Grimm fans out there who are really offended by everything I just said, I'm really sorry, but I couldn't do it. It's bad. And I love you, and I hope you still listen to us. Different strokes, different folks, man.
There really were parts of it that had promise, and I haven't had time. I really haven't time. The sad part is...
I liked a lot of concepts that you explained to me from the show. I liked a lot of the concepts, but just the dialogue, woo!
There were some rough moments, man. There were some rough moments.
Anyway, over to Supergirl, I guess. Kreisberg is promising a more confident Supergirl.
Is he promising anything?
if Supergirl gets renewed, he says this whole season has been about her embracing being Supergirl in a way. The finale was her graduation episode. She hadn't fully figured out how to integrate being Supergirl into her life. This whole season has been a learning experience for her. At the end of this episode, she's fully Supergirl. Next season, you're going to see a Supergirl who is more mature and a bit more of a cohesive character. She's taken the identity of Kara and the identity of Supergirl and merged them in a better way. You're just going to see a more confident, stronger Supergirl than we've ever seen before. That was not a promise of a Supergirl season 2, though.
No, that's what I was asking. Yeah, it's I don't know what the hell's holding up that news.
But Kreisberg says that whoever was in the pod at the end of the episode will definitely shake things up. He says it's an important character and they'll play an important role in season 2. Again, I don't want to give away too much, but it'll be cool. The fans are going to be excited. Kreisberg also said that if there is a season 2, it will most likely tackle the evolution of Kara and Kat's working relationship, as well as Hank's Martian manhunterness. There was a separate statement. Executive producer Ali Adler said that they are currently in talks with CBS regarding what season 2 will look like. I'm pretty sure, and they keep saying, like, I've read a couple of articles here and there saying that they are planning to announce it in May.
All right, this is where we have limited knowledge and just a fair plopping of ignorance. I don't know what's holding it up. I can't figure it out. For my life, I can't see the percentage and not having told everyone right now. The CBS president has said that they're not that they are renewing all of their freshman shows, which Supergirl would be. Yeah, that would technically qualify as a confident statement, but
but not an official announcement.
Right. I want that press release. I do.
Yeah, me too.
But everything he just said though sounds really great. Really great.
Absolutely. Not as great as, hey, we're going to steer away from cheesy villains.
Yeah.
I could deal with that. Yeah. No more live wire. But yeah, hey, whatever. Over the Flash, Greg Berlanti wrote an interesting tweet. He's apparently a lot of people have been flipping out and talking about, like, oh, we love Jay, blah, blah, blah. Why would you treat the character of Jay Garrick like this?
Sure.
He said that they love Jay Garrick, and they loved him, and they would never make Jay Garrick a bad guy. Keep watching. So...
Again, I still say it's a third Teddy Sears in that mask.
It might not be a Teddy Sears. It might not be Teddy.
I can't... let me put it this way. What's wrong with the theory of that's the real Jay Garrick, the one that is present moving to future, and he has threatened his present moving to future tense self with the past Jay Garrick that he sent back as a time remnant.
I mean, I guess nothing.
I know I've already lost $1 to Supergirl having a karaoke scene, but doubling down on a third Teddy Sears.
I love Teddy Sears. I'm not sure.
Dude's good.
You know what? I'll take it
in that
either
last
way.
episode,
I'll take
he
it
was.
Either way. Oh, he's amazing. I'll take it either way, though. I will. I'll if say, I don't know, Earth 3 or Earth 4's Jay Garrick was, Hunter Zolomon.
Yeah.
All right. I was like, there's a part of me that was just like, no, that's horseshit. And then I thought, well, you accepted it earlier this season. I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah. I had another theory going
didn't
that
accept that Jay Garrick and Hunter Zolomon were the same person from two different.
Yeah, from different places. I had another theory going that they Zoom, while he was chasing down speedsters, which for him is he's got it's a limit. Like, he has to do it. It's not quite an addiction. It's more of like a medication situation for him. That he had already gone to EX,
right,
and chased down whatever speedsters he could find and pretty much take them out of the game. But there's a lot of room for other speedsters, other Jays, other Hunters, other Barrys, all getting taken out of the game by just this one guy.
I'm not sure that the real Jay Garrick will be Teddy Sears, though. And I say that because there is I don't know. That could be proven false, too. But anyway.
We're at that stage with The Flash right now where it's hard to do anything that's not speculative.
I know. But, one thing that keeps echoing in my head is when that helmet flies through the portal, it had to have come from somewhere. Now, the scene where we see it fly into the portal from the rooftop, that might actually have been a lie. I mean, it might have, I don't know. Or it might have been the truth. Who knows?
It could have been the truth.
Eobard Thawne saw that helmet, and Eobard saw that in Earth 1. Eobard saw that helmet. They said, "What is that?" And he said, "That's my cue."
Yeah.
His ass did not want to be anywhere near when that shit went
right.
down. He didn't want another speedster coming in there. He knew who Jay Garrick was.
So we know there is a Jay Garrick that's, speedy. He, actually in this universe, I shouldn't use that term. It's quick. No, shouldn't use that term either. It's very fast.
Right.
Yeah, we know there's another one, and yeah, that could have been a complete lie where he just throws the helmet toward the portal, but it actually makes a lot more sense that the portal was surprising in a way. That, he was already kind of breaching portals himself to go find other people, or at least taking advantage of other people being able to reach portals as soon as because you saw in the last episode, he has almost a preternatural sense of when a portal has been opened. It's one of the, I would like a better explanation of this kind of things. Like, why does he know the moment Cisco opens that portal? Because he doesn't have vibes abilities. So he very easily could have already been taking advantage of being able to kind of feel when that's happening, however he's doing it. Instinct, I don't know.
What if this, okay, you remember Trajectory, when she took the velocity 9, she went so fast she...
Blue lightning.
Dissolved, right? Right? Yeah. But she actually dissolved. What if she didn't? What if she just breached?
That's what breaching looks like if you turn into the blue lightning?
Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, as far as, the portal breaching, Zoom had Cisco running around doing stuff because he wanted to remain corporeal.
Sure.
What if he got to a point, almost went that fast, saw other universes, but stopped himself, then... sought out other metahumans, found Cisco, etc., etc. Cisco was the key opening those portals, which is why he hasn't been able to come back.
And by the way, there's a Cisco everywhere. Like he knows who Reverb is, and he openly accepts Vibe when he hears him called Vibe. Right. He knows exactly who he is. Like there's no reason he can't just be chasing down Cisco Ramon everywhere he can, every other universe, and using him as the key.
But what if that scene on the rooftop? I mean, you might be right. That could very well be. It could be another Teddy Sears. It really could. God, I just want more of this shit.
Yep.
I want to watch it right now. I wish it was on right now.
I know.
I'd stop doing this podcast and go watch it. Anyway, enough of that diatribe. So over on Arrow, Calculators are returning to episode 21.
Woo!
David Ramsey had some thoughts on where his character's heading. He says post-traumatic stress syndrome has happened to the whole team after Laurel's death. He's no exception, and so we're seeing a Diggle that we've never seen before. What happened to his brother, the betrayal, the not death, the hive, the not quite hive. He is on an emotional tailspin. His wife, now part of this organization, Argus, which clearly has its own agenda that he's never really fully agreed with. So I think we're looking at the Diggle, who is a nuts and bolts kind of guy. And there was a great line that Lila had during the Suicide Squad episode of season 2. She said very clearly, "You see the world in black and white, and the world is much more complicated." And I think that's always been his Achilles heel. You're going to see a Diggle who has to deal with the gray, and because of that, he is fractured, and he's willing to do things that you never would have thought him to do.
That sounds great, actually.
It absolutely does. What if season 5 is Diggle being the bad guy?
Oh, I could deal with that in a heartbeat.
Just.
And, the fun part is, man, I feel like they would write him as the bad guy for what he feels are the right reasons. They would make him a justified villain. Mm-hmm. He's decided that everyone's got it wrong, and he's figured it out, and you're going to do it his way now.
Yeah,
it'd be hard for him. I mean, because we've in the last 2 episodes, they've dealt with the fact that he still can't take Oliver hand to hand, 1-to-1.
Yeah, so maybe not.
Hey, if he's going gray areas, why doesn't he show up at the League of Assassins and ask for some training?
Right.
I mean, granted, he's taken out 17 of those guys by himself, so clearly he's surpassed it. But it seems like Nyssa maybe could show him a few things.
Malcolm just shows up. You and I are not too dissimilar.
Yeah.
Let me just say that way. What do you mean, Malcolm? You're evil. No. I like to lie.
Right.
And you're right. All of this could have been avoided if Oliver would have just lied to everyone.
Roland's going, see? So we agree.
I've told him every season that he has to lie.
Now, how would you like to go do some one-handed training?
Right. Sure, but we have to do something about that helmet. I know. Cisco's just really busy right now.
Right. It's been a long time. Like, he's figuring out how to be a superhero. We can't. Got a lot of shit on his plate, man. I could see Merlin doing that though, like trying to train Diggle, going, if I can beat you with one hand, imagine what you could do if I taught you everything and you had both.
Right. So there were some Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow synopses,
I think.
Synopses. I like that too. That came out. I'm not gonna get into them because they're kind of more spoilery than I want them to be.
Yeah.
And I wish I hadn't read them.
I read them. I had the same feeling about them this week, actually.
So I'm not gonna really jump into that. There's also a rumor that someone is gonna die on Legends of Tomorrow, but there's other news that's really spoilery. Who knows, man? Who knows? I don't know.
I haven't read any of those things. I'm just still gonna guess Kendra.
Fingers crossed, man. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just going to tell you the math leads to Kendra. They can't kill Sarah because Lance has already lost one of his daughters and can't lose the other one. Right, that's going to be a whole thing. Right. Can't kill Ray because, are you fucking stupid? You can't kill Jax or Stein because, well, that's part and parcel. Mick and Snart, come on. We've already played with killing one of them. They're not going to do that again. And Kendra is kind of the one that, like, she's a lemming anyway. Mm-hmm. So, and they've already dealt with, well, you can only love someone so much in this lifetime and all that.
They're not going to kill, I mean, they're not going to kill Stein because if they did, they'd have to go back because they would just be like, oh, well, he never existed. And unless they can get that baby back, I don't know.
We're actually, to figure it out, look, that's my first take. These are the reasons I think they won't kill anyone except her. If you ask me which one they were going to kill right now.
Right.
But yeah.
It'd be funny if they just kept killing, if they like killed her, somehow brought back Hawkman, and then killed him the next season and brought her back. Like they're just like out of sync the entire time.
They keep using time travel to come back to the previous thing and still getting shanked.
And you know what? I'm a progressive guy. I think they should kill her, bring back Hawkman. I think Ray should take a shot at him.
There you go. Actually, I think
Ray's just lonely.
I honestly think Ray in the suit could probably take Hawkman.
No, I don't mean fight him. I think they should date.
Oh!
I think Ray's real lonely.
Oh!
Ray's real lonely.
I see.
Like, what is wrong with you? I think I just have a thing for wings. That's weird.
Not unprecedented.
It's not.
Look, that's
at that point, that's where you see like Sarah Lance kind of go, okay, this is just getting ridiculous.
Right? Yeah, she would be the voice of reason here. Like, just Mick and Snart just kind of look at each other like with a turned eyebrow and just whatever, kind of walk away, kind of thing.
Yeah, I would probably get rid of Kendra.
Again, that's my first take. I think she makes the most sense as the one who would die if someone's going to.
Yeah,
she part of her character is that she dies all the time. That's what leads you down that path, part of her right? Character. So
absolutely, yeah, that's why it made sense for what's his face, Hawkman to die.
One of the Hawks was going to get clipped.
Yeah. But since they're always more interesting when they're apart, like, and I'm not even joking. Like Hawkgirl in Justice League Unlimited was amazing.
Yes, she was.
Like, and she did not have she had this dude, and they treated it so beautifully. I think it was Starcross? Was that the name of the episode? Where like Hawkman comes back and he's like, "Well, we're supposed to be together." Blah blah blah.
No, I think you nailed that.
We're destined to be together, and she just like "F you, man." And she's like, "Nope, I'm gonna go tongue down Jon Stewart over here."
Right. Good luck with that, buddy.
Nope, we're not doing that. Like, I am a progressive modern woman. I will make my own decisions. Destiny and some dude with some wings ain't gonna tell me nothing.
Right. I loved her and Jon Stewart on that show. I really did.
Flash forward to Warhawk and Batman Beyond. The son of Kendra and or Shira, whoever. Shira and John. Anyway.
It was gorgeous stuff. It was.
It's great. It's great stuff. I think that's all I have.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We did get all the way to Legends.
So
Gotham just went newsless. Just radio silence from Gotham.
Well, it's the same stuff we don't really cover, like promos and stuff.
Yeah, that happens. We'll just say, Azrael.
Right. There's a lot of pictures of Azrael. Like, oh, look at that Azrael guy. I'm like, yeah, well,
Yeah, we covered that like
the episode
2
with
months
Ezra
ago.
will be out. So
yeah. Well, when we saw the set pics for him in costume, we went, "Oh, that looks good." And we've taken care of that.
Yeah. Plus, it is getting dangerously close to the end of the season, where synopses and speculation and producers' comments are getting to the point where I don't want to. I watch all of these shows, in some case, trudge through some of them. I don't want anything ruined that doesn't have to be ruined.
Right.
Just because I like talking about these things on a podcast.
Yeah, you still want to be able to actually enjoy them for half a second.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I would rather have a reaction that is true to the reaction that I should have had if I wasn't doing this podcast, which would be...
there's some love in it. Like, you just...
Right.
You want to actually be able to...
I don't want to know everything.
Yeah.
So, as we've discussed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was some stuff on Gotham, but, I opted not to... I got like halfway through a couple of headlines and went, oh, no.
Oh, hell no.
Okay. But it was very light on Gotham this week.
They're getting to that. Also, I think they're on an off week. I don't think we're going to see a Gotham this week.
Oh, really? Yeah. We do have a Lucifer this week, don't we?
Finale.
Absolutely. Good. This is the first time I've ever been actually excited for a Lucifer episode. I was like, wait, it's the end, right?
Yeah, no, they have to do something. They literally have to do something. Although the synopsis was pretty much, how do Chloe and Lucifer get out of this jam?
That's the synopsis for every show ever.
Fucking episode, right?
That's not even of Lucifer, of just every show in general. That is just like the rote. How do we get out of this jam? That is the underlying premise behind every episode of every sitcom you've ever seen.
Right. It was, hold on. When Lucifer is framed for murder, he and Chloe must work together to clear his name and prove the identity of the true killer. So they took the least interesting aspect of the entire, penultimate episode and made that the synopsis.
And here's the thing. And I hope you'll believe me. I know you're not gonna follow up and check for yourself because you don't have that kind of time.
I shall try if I need to.
You won't. I recently watched an episode. It was a 2-part episode of the X-Files that did the exact synopsis that you just read. Like Mulder working together with Scully after he's been framed for murder.
Of course.
It was a brilliant piece of television. I knew he was not gonna stay in jail. I knew he didn't kill the people. I knew all of these things, but I was on the edge of my seat. They did it so well.
It can be done. I know it can. I just...
It tied into the overall mythology. It was intricate. It was just well done. Just like a fine Italian meal.
Oh, the perfect flavors,
the flavors, the textures, the aromas. It was just... it was brilliant. It was all there. Everything I needed.
Oh,
they won't do that on Lucifer.
It's the evidence so far says no. I wanted to, since that's the only news we have about Gotham is that they're going to be awful week. It's pretty much, hey, that's why you missed last night's episode. Don't bother chasing anything down on Hulu because we'll be airing Tuesday. So
I suspect that this finale of Lucifer will have the flavor profile of a rusty butthole, of a rusty balloon knot. I'll say, but
it'll be as enticing as a forgotten bit of cabbage.
But yeah,
about as interesting as the fourth corner of a square.
I sincerely, I know we shit on Lucifer every chance we get, but I don't think you saw it because you're not on Snapchat.
I'm not.
I recently joined Snapchat. David C. Robertson, if you want to look me up, it's the same as my Twitter handle, David C. Robertson. But I recently did like a little thing where it was I took a Batman action figure and a Joker action figure that I have on my desk, and I like tracked smiley face, like a devil emoticon and a angel emoticon onto both of them, and just bounced the camera up and down and went blah 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 good and evil, blah, blah, blah. With the message, still better than Lucifer. I posted it onto the DC On Screen Twitter as well. Got more likes than I thought I would. I even put like an emoticon of sleeping, like a sleeping emoticon with the Z's coming up, and just like wrote me, Arrow.
That sounds right.
Oh man, I know. I really want Lucifer to be good. This one show that like I feel every episode it feels like a missed opportunity. It's like every time I watch the show, it's like I think back to that, to a job interview where I didn't wear the right tie or something.
Right.
I just.
You wanted that phone number and you just said the wrong thing at the last second and she walked away. It's oh. Every now and then it hints at something that could be worth it, but it's just It's not yet. It's not yet. It's just not.
But yeah, I think I'm done. You got anything else?
No, I'm good. Good.
Cool. We are DC On Screen. Thank you so much for listening and following us on Facebook and Twitter, and thank you for subscribing to us on iTunes and Stitcher. By the way, we've been having a lot of fun talking to a lot of great listeners like Freddie Ubaldo, Jay Greenwall, Scott Madison from SimplySyndicated.com, Yoda Hugh, and of course Scott and Tim over at the Suicide Squad cast. Those guys always shout us out, and we are ever appreciative and love that show. It's
damn
really
grateful.
Good stuff. Damn grateful, indeed. It's weird. It's like every time I listen to their show, and every time they mention us, I get butterflies in my stomach.
Right. I'm so happy. I'm so damn happy.
There are podcast crushes.
You've got a Squadcast crush?
Yeah, podcast crush.
I don't blame you, buddy. I ain't blaming you.
Yeah. Every time on Twitter they write at DC On Screen and go, what?
It's so nice. It's so nice to hear from those guys.
It is. It's always really nice. And we're trying to put together a crossover episode sometime in the summer because Jason over here has got to get married and all that crap.
I know. It was some bullshit. I didn't plan around the show. That's my fault.
You and your building a life.
Yeah. That's on me. That's on me.
Yeah. Don't you know what's important in life? Comic books. Comic books and talking to people about comic books. That's what's important in life.
I understood that, but for a fleeting moment, I was like, I should probably start my family. And, fuck me, I made a choice.
Right.
I'll have to live with it now.
Well, I mean, I get the feeling that one of us at the pearly gates is going to hear, "What the hell were you thinking?" I'll leave it up to the listeners to decide who that's going to be.
Instantly, love you, honey. See you. Sorry. Love you.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, come join in conversation like this. We are proud members of the Giant Size Team Up Network, giantsizeteamup.com to check out all of those cool shows, cool ass shows, man.
Oh yeah.
Breaking the Panel, Blazing Defender Report, us.
Of course,
and
us.
Of course, us. Yeah.
We're there, so clearly.
And of course, our sister show, the MCU Cast, Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast, mcucast.com, to go check those guys out. They're also on the Giant Size Team Up site. Actually, I'm about to go hang out with Matt right now.
Yeah.
So, woo.
That doesn't mean anyone should actually vote for them over us. I mean, in a coming venture, you remember where you heard about voting. Right.
You vote for us, because stuff and things.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. So, I'm going to go hang out with Matt of the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast. We're probably going to get a case of Lupa or 12.
There you go.
And we'll have a whole roster of new episode reviews coming over the weekend as the television season winds down. It's an exciting time. Season finales, man. I can smell them. Smell them. It's like cookies baking in an oven. Oh, the cliffhangers are coming, baby. The cliffhangers are coming. Some of them already come. Until next time, guys, I swear I'm going to stop talking. Keep some DC on your screen.
Amazon Delivery Service Partners are hiring full-time delivery drivers to meet growing customer demand. Receive compensation of at least $20 per hour at select stations, plus benefits and a sign-on bonus of $1,000 from participating DSPs if you apply now. No delivery experience required. Must be 21 years or older. Terms apply. Apply today at amazon.com/driver. That's amazon.com/driver.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.